Hi, my name is Irene with girltalksfish, and because we are nearing Christmas, I decided I'm going to go all out and make a gourmet meal for my aquarium fish. Apparently, making DIY fish food is a thing, despite there being so many options on the market. The most I've ever done is probably make Repashy gel food. So we're going to do a comparison. I went to the grocery store, I got all the ingredients. We will see how long it takes me to make this recipe, and then which food my fish like better, Repashy versus DIY. So this recipe is from aquariuminfo.org. I basically just searched around for recipes that just seemed easier to make in a reasonable amount of time. And I'm going with #1 recipe, high protein, maximum coloration that is suitable for omnivores. For the meat, they want you to get salmon and shrimp, but I was going with small quantities. So they said canned foods are fine. Vegetables are spinach, green peas, and carrots. Spirulina powder I did get from Amazon.com, which I'll have a link in the description. And then the stuff I already had at home was the unflavored gelatin, garlic powder, and then Vitachem, which is like fish vitamins. So you would have to get that stuff from a specialty, local fish store or online shop. Okay, first thing we have to do is open all the cans, drain out the liquid. I'm going to open these packets. The spirulina powder actually smells kind of interesting. I don't know how to describe it, but it definitely gets everywhere, so watch out. Then I'm going to use this little scale over here and measure out the correct amounts and dump them all in the blender. You don't have to be that accurate when mixing the ingredients together because it's not like you're doing chemistry or baking or something like that, so approximately is just fine. Okay, this stuff is mostly blended, so it's now time to add into the pot. I'm gonna do a quick taste test. It tastes like seaweed and spinach, predominantly. I'm not gonna take another bite, but I'm sure they'll like it. All right, this pot of gelatin water has been on low heat while I was mixing everything up. Let's put the blender stuff in. And then dump in the second half of gelatin as well. Yeah, that's it. I am going to now leave this on the stove for 30 minutes and maybe some of the water will evaporate by then. Now that the mixture has been simmering for almost an hour, I've let it cool down a little bit, and let's try putting it in the ice cube tray. This kind of reminds me of when I used to make baby food, like frozen cubes for my kids. It's gross. Okay, it says to put the mixture in the freezer. I guess it will not set at room temperature or in the refrigerator, so let's give it a shot. Ugh, the whole kitchen smells like fish now. But now we have to make our Repashy. Luckily, it's very easy. You're gonna take your nifty girltalksfish mug, fill it with water, microwave it for like 45 seconds. Repashy is really easy to make. I'm gonna use the Community Plus mix because the other one said it was like an omnivore diet as well. So you're just gonna take 1 spoonful, whatever that measurement is. For me, it's gonna be half a teaspoon, versus you could make a cup of this stuff if you wanted to, got a big enough jar. And then 3 parts of water. So 3 scoops of water using the same spoon. So this is my heated up water. 1, 2, 3. I believe it said 2 to 3 parts, so you can go a little bit lower if you want to. Stir it up. Looks delicious. And then this one doesn't need any kind of special temperature, like put it in a refrigerator or freezer. You just set it on the counter, and in 5 minutes we can feed it. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see which one the fish like the most. I think the problem with the DIY food is it just disintegrated into this kind of liquid / very, very fine particles very quickly, versus the Repashy food, even though it is breaking off into small chunks, it kind of stays together a little more. Given that I don't have any filter feeders like bamboo shrimp in this tank, I do not think I won't be making this or even feeding this DIY fish food to this tank again. I'm seriously worried about water quality at this point, so I'll probably have to do a giant water change after this. The fish seem to enjoy it, but again, I just don't feel like they're getting to eat a lot of it before it dissolves. I'm glad I tried making DIY fish food at least once in my lifetime, but honestly, I think I'd rather spend my energy making live baby brine shrimp, which you can learn about over here. Take time to enjoy your aquariums, and I'll see you in the next video.